Okay, so we're back at Sierra Lakes and we are going to try to salvage that terrible round we shot a couple weeks ago. It's been interesting. I've learned a few things during this journey. The first is what a physical toll it's taking on my body, and I kind of had to take some time off of hitting balls, so I'm trying to play more and hit less balls. And the second thing is, I kind of thought when you fixed one thing that would be fixed, you could go on to the next thing, but it seems like you fix one thing and then all of a sudden you're doing the opposite. So you got something different to fix on that same part of your swing. So that's been kind of interesting. So hopefully we do what we tried to do last time. Hopefully we shoot in the low 40s, maybe high 30s. We hit 6 out of 9 fairways and we have less than 18 putts. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so hole number one is kind of long, straight, par 4. This is a pretty nice course, lots of room. I'm gonna work on a couple things today. So I'm gonna work on my full swing driver, and I'm gonna work on really getting down into the ball and sweeping. And then I'm also gonna work on my setup, right? 2 swings, line it up, and then fire away, like we worked on during the last video. And then I'm also on every iron, I'm gonna work on my divot. So I'm gonna be taking pretty good divots all around long to try to get my divot just right, so we're making good contact to the ball. So let's see if it works out. All right, right down my line, little draw, perfect little drive right there. So I think I might just snuck into the rough over there, but that's all right, I'll take it. Let's see how far we got and then work on this chip shot divot. So 90 yards to the pin. So I'm gonna hit into the wind. I'm gonna hit a gap wedge, which I usually, if I strike it well, I'll hit 120, but I figure it's into the wind. I'll try to take a little bit off it. I didn't see it land, it went a little bit right. I can't see the ball on the green for some reason. I'm hoping I'm pinned high. It felt like it sort of ballooned and fought the wind and then came straight down. So I'm hoping it's gonna be right there, pin high, just right of it. So I carried the pin, I'm on the back edge of the green, but we're putting for birdie, so we'll take it. Yeah, I had a little zip on it, so it spun back a little bit. The greens have been aerated recently, so they're gonna be hard and sandy. You kind of have to remember that. If I wanna hit that 100 yards, I gotta really club down on that, because that went probably 120 into the wind. So we got a little downhill. I don't think it's gonna do much. So really all I'm gonna try to do is get it close so I don't 3-putt for a bogey. I'll take it. I got probably 3 feet. So this is a little longer than I wanted it to be. Just right in the hole. That's all we're gonna do right here. We'll take it. Par. And I hit fairway in regulation and the green in regulation. So that's a win. Okay, so this is almost a mirror image of the hole we just played. Kind of just long, straight par 4. Last time I bailed out right and got into the houses. So I'm gonna try to avoid doing that. I'm gonna aim right over that little hill down there. Try to hit that same drive I hit on number 1. Yeah, right in the fairway. I hit a little cut on it, which is kind of what I wanted to do, but the wind is right in my face, so it held it up. We're gonna have kind of a long iron into this, but that's all right. Hit another fairway, we're gonna take that. Okay, it says 132 to the pin. The pin's in back, but I don't necessarily know if I wanna go after a back pin. So I do think I'm gonna try to hit that same shot, that gap wedge. Just try to put it in the middle of the green, because this is gonna go considerably shorter. I may go pitching wedge. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. Instead of trying to stand on a gap wedge, I'm gonna be real nice to this pitching wedge and see how this goes. Oh, I think I'm real close. I think I'm real close. Like 2 feet probably. Let's get that birdie. I think I'm right on that pin. Yes, sir. Let's go low today. We're in like a foot. That's probably as close as I've ever come to hitting a hole in one. That is a dart, and I love it. I think I can just tap this in. That is a tap-in birdie. We'll take that all day. Another fairway, another green. We are 1 under par after 2 holes. How about that? So this is that longish par 5. It's 512 yards. I think with the tailwind and hitting a full driver, I think I'll carry those bunkers. Playing with them, but I should get over them. I dragged it left, but I carried the bunkers. So I think those trees might have me, but I should have a little iron out, get it back to like 150 and have a 9 iron into this hole. So we landed just on this downhill. We got a nice gap at the pin. I'm just gonna lay up like a 8 iron here and just have a short wedge in. So these shots that are uneven, I'm not super great at. So, but I think that's it. I think choke up and a ball on your back foot and just pop her out there. I thinned it, but we should have about 120 yards in on this par 5. I just really wanted to get it back into the fairway. I'm not good enough to understand how to play those shots exactly right. So it's 100 yards to that pin. Downwind, and these clubs go really high. I don't think I can make a 60. So I'm gonna try to knock down this gap wedge, this 54. We're gonna go right at the pin, because I'm gonna try to take those bunkers out of play. I don't wanna be long, because that bunker on the left got my name all over it. was a little short, but right on my line. We're gonna hit a little bump and run, see if we can one putt for a par. All right, these are tough shots, but I was working on them all weekend. I didn't score real well. I was just working on these little tough little tight lie, bump and run type shots. So we're gonna hit a 54, just pop it on the green and let it run to the hole. Oh yeah, I caught it thin. Damn it, caught it thin. We're gonna have a tough par putt here, but let's hope we can get it. We're hoping for a miracle putt here to keep our under par streak going, but realistically, I'm just gonna try to get it close and get out of here with a bogey, not a double. So I watched it go by the pin. It didn't do much. So we're just gonna kind of go right at it. Seems like it's a little downhill too, into the wind though. Pretty close. So we took a bogey on that. Didn't strike the ball terribly. The shot that cost us was this little chip on front. I needed to get that just very close. And my third shot wasn't perfect either. There's plenty of room over that pin. I should have just took a full swing on it and put it over the pin. So if I remember this hole, it plays 176 yards, which is kind of what I hit my 8-iron. So we're gonna head and knock an 8-iron at it. Well, I think the wind got it. I struck it really well, right on my line, and I think there's some wind up there. I cleared that bunker though, so that was good. So I was just past pin high, which is pretty good. I hit that 8-iron. When I strike it, I hit it. I'm near 180 yards. So we're gonna try to hit another little chip and run. We're actually gonna try to get down on the ball and not fin it this time. So nestled down in there pretty good. Ball's below my feet. Yeah, I got hung up in the grass. Not sure how to hit those shots, to tell you the truth. But we got a par putt, albeit not a great one. I don't see this putt doing much. I'm gonna go right at it, see if we can make a long putt. All right, for bogey. Oh, shoot, double. Again, just because I can't chip. I can't chip. Bad chip, bad first putt. I should have been smarter and just tried to lag it up, but I really wanted to save a bogey there. But let's make it up. Let's get a couple more birdies here. So this is the #1 handicap on this course, and it's wide open. Every time I'm out here, I'm like, why is this the #1 handicap? And then I get like a 7. There's something about this hole. It's long, it's uphill, and the green is tough, and the bunkers are just brutal. It feels weird to aim like this, but this is how you have to aim. This is where the hole goes. That is just new. Perfect draw. I striped that one. Perfect. Now I know why I went right. Thanks to Eric's setup where I actually aim it. For some reason, you aim right on this hole, and it felt weird to aim there. Literally a perfect drive for me.
Are you liking that driver?
Loving it. It went from I can't hit this thing, it stayed in the bag, I hit it whenever I can. Even on tight holes, I hit it. So I've got probably 100 yards in. Yeah, 107, which means I hit that over 300 yards, which is insane for me. Insane. But that's all about that drive. I mean, I didn't put any extra swing. I just hit it in the middle, you know, with that good controlled tempo, and it just takes off. We're gonna hit our 54 here. We're gonna try to hit it full. It's a little too much club. We're gonna try to get on the green here. That's the goal. Pushed it a little right, but it was the right club, so I'm pin high. We got a putt for birdie. You know, there's some holes that you really go for birdies and some you don't, and this is one I don't think you really can go for birdies on. Well, you can if you hit a drive like that. I mean, at 100 yards, I should be much closer than I am. And this green is pretty tough. We got above the ridge. Gonna have to kind of push it out, let it trickle back down. Slow down. Slow down. And I was wrong. It's super fast. You just don't want to leave yourself 8-footers for par when you hit a drive like that. We will take it. That's a good par. Hit a fairway, 2-putt. So we're right at our average, right at 18 if we keep this up. So this is a carbon copy of the last par 3. 175 yards, pins in the middle. You don't want to be short on this one. You don't want to be long. You really have to hit the right stick here. I've been very consistent with this 8-iron. The wind's a little at our back and right, so I'm going to aim a little bit left. But we're going right at the pin. Oh. Yeah, I kept it on my line. Right when I was about to hit, the wind started right at our back. So I think I'm just on the back left edge of the green. Not a bad shot at all. I struck it real nice. Just snuck into the fringe, got over the green, that helper wind. But I mean, that's 180 some yard 8-iron. I can't count on that. I don't know. I have to learn more of a punch shot, I think, with that instead of just these full swings. We're not gonna try any fancy chipping here. This is gonna be like a putt with an 8-iron just to get it over the first few inches of grass. We picked up some dirt, so that's kind of a drag. You can see on the ball. You gotta play it. We're gonna choke up on it and just hit it like a putt. I'll take that every day. You don't get any style points for it, but I suck so bad at chipping, I'd hit a putter out of there. Now that we're on the green, we get to clean the mud off the ball. Although we got water on our right, and it looks like it breaks left. So I'm just gonna aim for the middle of the hole and hit it with some pace. We'll take it. Another par. So I double bogeyed and parred on the par threes. That's not wonderful. It's a journey. I didn't expect this to be hit and scratch now, right? I figured it's going to take a year. If I can get into the high 30s, I'm going to be real happy. All right, here's another hole where I think the tee box aims you wrong, and where the advice from Eric is really going to help me, because I always end up on the right side in those bunkers. Really, what you got to do is aim way left of that, and it's going to feel uncomfortable. Oh! I pushed it, but I drew it, so I think I'm gonna be okay. So I pushed it a little bit, but it also had some draw on it. So not a bad miss hit on this hole. And the tailwind to get over those bunkers didn't hurt me either. So we snuck it over here into the right rough, but we got a flat lie, which is good. We've got probably 120 yards to the green and no bunkers guarding it. So that's really what we're looking for here. So 140 yards to the pin. I'm gonna bump a 9-iron at it. I don't want to play with those bunkers in front. Yep, we're dancing. So pin high, great divot. We got probably a 10-footer, 12-footer for birdie. Real happy with that. All right, little slider, left to right, tiny bit downhill. I'm just gonna kind of go maybe 2 cups, maybe a cup to the left, give it a roll, see if we can make something happen. Not really trying to make this, just trying to get close enough to not 3-putt. That big break. I did not see that much break. Yeah, I guess when you come down here, should have walked around it. Right edge, a little bit uphill. Let's give it a chance. We'll take it. Putting's really coming in. Eric having me stand up, flatten that putter out, really made a difference. Took a lot of my pulls and pushes away. But you want to have tap-in pars, not 7-footers with a cup break in. So really long par 5, not really reachable. I'm just gonna pound it, you know, kind of at the middle of the fairway, try to get a little draw. If I can get it over this hill, it'll roll down, and then maybe it is reachable. Got a headwind though, so it's gonna fight us a little bit. And I am definitely not good enough to try to hit anything low. Yeah, I blocked it right and the wind got it. Might have pushed it into that bunker, but it's a par 5. So if I am in the bunker, I'm gonna try to hit that 7-iron shot Eric taught me. We'll see. I may not have even made it to that bunker. That wind is pretty strong up there, I think. So I'm in about the middle of this bunker. Now, the problem with this bunker is you got to get it over a huge swale. So I can't really hit like a 7-iron. So I think I'm just gonna hit a 9-iron, try to get it over that lip, down into that valley, and hopefully have a medium iron into this green. This is that shot Eric taught me where I'm gonna choke off and just put a full swing on and try just to pick it clean. No, get out. I'm out. I didn't hit it well, but I'm out. Terrible kind of rock quarry over there that I don't want to be in, but that ball came out hot, so I might have a tough shot here. All right, we didn't make it to the quarry, so that's good. I'm gonna hit like a 7-iron, try to get like 80 yards in, and then get up and down for a par. Ball's a little bit on my feet, so it's gonna wanna go left. So I'm gonna aim it off to the right here. And I hit it dead straight. Oh, kick left. Well, it kicked left. Maybe I threw that up too. I guess it wasn't that far above my feet, so maybe I threw it too far right. It hit up there, kicked left. I probably have 50 yards into the green. As long as I'm not in jail from a tree, I should have a shot at the green. If we can get something close, we can get a scramble and par here. Uh-oh, there's sand up here. Yeah, all right, well, that's trouble. So I don't have a great shot here. I'm gonna take like a 5-iron, try to just knock it into that hill, see if I can leak it up onto the green. This is just a swing and a hope. I just missed it. What is that? 1 in the bunker, 2 over, 3 here, 4. So if we get up and down for a bogey, but these are not my favorite shots. Little 40-yarder uphill, 0 green to work with. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can get some loft on it, hit the 60-degree at it. Hope we get something close. Get up. Don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back. That was about 3 feet from being really good. I really hashed this round here. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. I'm gonna putt with this. I don't really care at this point. This will be for a 7. Come back for an 8. Oh. That is not what you want to do on a round that was going pretty good. And just nothing but just me miss-hitting. I don't think I hit one good shot on that hole. That's why you get an 8. All right, 9th hole, damn near reachable with a good driver here. So we're gonna go ahead and try to put a good swing on this, end this nicely, see if we can finish with a birdie here. Definite birdie hole. Coming. Get over those bunker. Put a nice swing on that, had a nice little draw on it, long. If I got over that bunker, it's gonna be really good. The problem is there's all kind of range balls over there. So finding your ball can be tough. I didn't want to play with that water because I think if I hit a good drive, I can reach the water. Yeah, right there in the sand. But we get to work on our sand shots again. It hit up here and then just trickled into the sand. That means it would have hit there. That would have run up on the green. All right, let's see if we can hit a sand shot. Oh, other bunker. Get over. Yeah, I get to do it again. All right, I got a decent sand shot. I'll take it. Let's see if we can make this happen. This should be a pretty good par. Sand to sand and one putt. Nope. Closed it off. Let's add them up, see what we did. That 8 killed us. I still think I shot below 45 though, so much better than last time. I shot a 42, which isn't bad. And you can see there's tons of room for improvement. So I improved 10 strokes on that. And I hit 1, 2, 3 out of 9 fairways, which I did last time, but a bunch of those were like right on the edge, So, and then how many putts did I have? 3, 5, 8, 10, 11, 16 putts. So I did reach my putt. Shot in the low 40s, which I wanted to do. Didn't hit as many greens and fairways as I wanted, but a lot of them were very close. And then only 16 putts on those 9 holes. So I'll take that. So less than 2 putts a hole. Yeah, all in all, not terrible, but you can see there's a lot of room for improvement. I'm gonna buy my cameraman a beer here, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts. All right, so we're gonna wrap up this episode. We had a beer or two, and it was kind of nice after that round. It's interesting. This journey is going about as good as I thought it was gonna do. Shooting a 42 today with an 8 and a 6 on 9 holes was pretty enlightening for me. That you can still go pretty low as long as you don't blow up on more than 2 holes. So I think if I could squeeze in those 2 holes, we're gonna be in the 30s pretty soon. Let me know what you think. Like, I'd be fascinated if you have any suggestions on avoiding sand, which seems, or even getting out of the sand, which would be helpful. So I look forward to your comments. Like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. God bless.